But anyway, when we started, it was still like kind of martial arts. Because remember, I started training in the 80s first and jujitsu in the 90s. It was for people who wanted to defend themselves and wanted to fight. You didn't have as many commercial schools. When I started, matter of fact, the world championship hadn't made it to the states yet, so it was different. So you had to fight. There was no other option. I mean, you're in that gym training, putting holes in walls. The stuff we're doing, I laugh because guys would have ran. And matter of fact, there were guys that didn't come back from some of the training said that was common, right? Nowadays, I always say the guys doing jujitsu are the guys that never would have wrestled, because it's so welcoming and so soft. Anyway, like yourself, it took me a while because back in those days, like I said, I started with Fabiana. I ended up getting my blue belt from Silverado Pimenta, who's John Jacques Machado's second black belt. Then he left, took off to Brazil. We ended up with this other guy named Julio. If you know anything about Brazilians, there's a million Julios, right?
Yeah.
There was a rumor, I don't know how true it is, but later on, another Brazilian told me he was one of the guys that put on a black belt on the plane over or whatnot. And, I don't know. Part of me, like, I like to believe he was, but I remember one time there was a wrestler that came in. That's another thing. I was a wrestler. So prior to starting BJJ, I had 6.5 years of wrestling. All right. This guy came in and the wrestler was just giving him, oh my God, the business. Like, at one point in time, wrestling was a kryptonite for BJJ. I'm gonna be honest. Those that know. Everybody will say this, but it was, okay?